Okay, good afternoon, folks. This is Admiral Preparedness here with day two of our 21-day eating only MREs. Today's meals are menu 14 and menu 24. Today we're going to have the ratatouille and the apple pieces. We're heating them up right now. Again, every day I have this type of sheet to fill out. And some of it's already been done for me by the nice people there at Natick Labs. What I've done is basically taken these two meals and broke them down into breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This morning I had the cappuccino and the uh, toaster pastry, which is basically a cinnamon pop-up toaster item. It's fresh, even being 3 years old, it's still fresh. Uh, and today, of course, this is day two of these 21-day eat-only MREs. I'll try to be basically what I'm trying to do is just let you know what I'm eating. I'm not going to give you full reviews of entire MREs like these guys out there do. It's just not necessary. Just for me, it's what I'm eating for these 21 days. I'm only allowed to have water. I can drink the beverage or not, what's in each MRE each day, but I can't have anything outside of that. There's no cheating, no tidbit, no snacking, nothing. It's got to be 21 days of only MREs, and that's what the experiment's all about. The research studies about how well the gut reacts after a prolonged period of eating only MREs. Uh, of course, the technology has definitely changed since the mid 70s when these things were first invented. And of course, the future can only tell what these things will turn into in the future for our future warfighters. One good thing about these MREs is that you can live off of them. It's just that the nutritional value is always going to be there. The shelf life's not really big to do. They don't really concern themselves much with that. What they want to make sure is that these things can get to the warfighter and be definitely something that they're going to want to eat. They're not going to want to not eat it. That's the idea. You want to make it tasteful. You want to make it appealing to the eye. You want to make it also something that they're going to not want to trade away because all the nutrient value, the caloric intake has got to be there for those guys and gals, of course. So what we're going to do here is pause this for just a moment. Go grab our heating up ratatouille and the apple slices, and we'll be right back. And as you can tell, our meal is now on the plate. The top one is the apple pieces and cinnamon, and this is the ratatouille. Now, I've never had ratatouille before, so this ought to be interesting. Now, they give you only one way to open it, and this is piping hot. So we're just going to go ahead and open it just like we would out in the field. Of course, I think that's built into the system. The top part doesn't want to come undone. Looks like penne pasta. I see peppers in there. I think I'll go ahead and, well, it's got a good smell to it. There's a red something. I'll go ahead and get every morsel out. I don't like wasting any food. It's nice and piping hot. The pouch is really transfer that heat. Basically, just boiling water. Turn the heat off. Let it sit in the boiling water for about 5 to 8 minutes. I'm supposed to keep all the, well, that's good. You can taste the spices. Wow, that's delicious. That was just from that spoon. Same thing with the apples. The apples you can either eat cold or hot. I've chosen to eat them warmed up. And once again, it's like an apple pie without the pie part, the crust. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now these have been put together back in 2013. I'll give you the dates on them after I get done getting these beautiful morsels out. Eat every bit of it. The MRE study is based on how well the gut reacts to this food over a consistent period of time. 21 days seems to be that date that they got guys out in the field. You know, if you're on deployment somewhere out in the middle of nowhere and all you've got are MREs, that's all you've got unless you want to go out and hunt the local game. They don't recommend you doing that because of just certain diseases. Nice and warm. Certain diseases that the animals may have. course, they could have been also tainted by rabies or whatever by the people that you're trying to do away with. Now, they gave me some hot sauce, so I'll try that too. But first, what I want to do is basically it's off-the-shelf manufacturer Bullard's hot sauce. I'm going to go ahead and open it and just, I got a pair of scissors because I don't like mixing up anything. A pair of scissors. Just open it up like you normally would anything else, but I like scissors. I'm not getting one of these Yahoo guys. Okay, it's pretty liquidy. So you want to make sure you don't get it all over your fingers and get it in your eyes. I like to set it aside from the meal. Not a lot in there, about a half a teaspoon, 3/4 of a teaspoon of this. Hot, and now it's supposed to be hot, so we'll see how that is too. So let's try out it without any. Ratatouille. Let's try a little hot sauce. Boy, that's hot. It's not really super duper hot. I think that's a mushroom. Yep, that's a mushroom. Very flavorful. Oh, I like this. This is ratatouille. I could eat this again and again and again. Okay. Lots of mushrooms, lots of pasta. Very flavorful. There's meat pieces in there. It looks like ground beef. The apples. That is exactly what I expected it to be. Cinnamony. The sauce is perfect. This would be great with like, oh, good gosh, anything. You know, out in the field, this is one of those creature comfort foods that you would enjoy. You know, let your grandma know that, hey, Mom, they found your recipe, and very, very good. The hot sauce definitely is worth it. Now, I'm going to hold back the beverage because I don't really need it. I got some water over here. But for now, this is Admiral Preparedness, day 2 of our 21-day only MRE meals. So keep watching us. If you just came upon us, like us and subscribe. We'd like to see some of your inputs. You know, if you got any questions about this program, they need still more volunteers, but you got to be kind of local, the Boston area. I live up in New Hampshire, but I'm right at the border. So it only takes me about 45 minutes to get down to the Natick Labs. Really nice bunch of people, real friendly. They're very informative. You could ask a lot of questions. The MRE program, they basically are the guys out there who do all the digestive and the nutritional. They don't invent these things. This specific group does not do that, but they're going to take me over to the other side and show me the guys that really sit down and invent this stuff. Their job is to make sure that what goes in gets done with the digestive system, and their war fighters, guys and gals, can be number one in their job and not to worry about having cramps or having bloating or diarrhea or constipation. They want your food to go in and then come back out, and all the nutrition stays with you to give you the ability to fight that war. So in saying that, today's the second day. It's midday. I've got more meals to do. Have fun. Talk to you soon. Hello there, YouTube fans. This is Admiral Preparedness here. It's day 3 of our 21 days of eating only MREs, part of the gut survey that we're working on for the Natick Labs research folks there in Natick, Mass. Today we've got our lunch, pork sausage and cream gravy, nicely heated up, and we have our lemon lime powder, which we're going to open up now and add it to our water. Let that sit there for just a few moments while we let the parts come together. We're going to open this little bad boy up. It only has openings on the top, so I think what we're going to do is go ahead and just open it up and let those juices and goodies come on out. Of course, there are retort containers. Are really easy to open if you don't mind, but I like to use a pair of scissors and just get them out of the container. I don't like to play with my food very much, so we're just going to cut along the top like they normally should. What they've done is they've given you these sample slides here. I want to use the top, so we're just going to go that route. Just bear with me just a moment, folks, and we'll get this going. I'm not going to do a complete MRE meal review. I'm just doing the entrees and getting them out and showing you that this is a 21-day eat-only MRE government laboratory experiment, and I'm the labradoodle that's agreed to eat this stuff. It's pretty good, I say. The only thing they didn't give with this one menu was some bread. I kind of wish they had. They'd given me crackers, and I'm like, crackers wouldn't be a very good match. It needs to be bread or toast or something like that. But it's got the white cream. It's nice and hot, so it's a little bit harder to move around. It's very filling. This could be considered what's called SOS for most of you former military personnel out there looking. Needs something to be lapped up with. Has a nice smell to it. I can smell the sausage product in there. There's pieces of sausage all in there. I'm trying to get the goodness out of there. As you can see, pretty much empty. Yep, that's what you remember having as an SOS. Sausage is flavorful. Nice big chunks. Sausage. Very hot. Usually it's for breakfast, but I'm having it for lunch. So in saying that, folks, you guys have a good day, and we'll be back for the afternoon meal. And this is Admiral Preparedness, eating only MREs for 21 days, and this is day 3. Have a good day. We'll see you soon. Good evening, folks. This is Admiral Preparedness here with our day 3 evening meal. Tonight's going to be Mexican-style beef stew. We're going to have mango peach applesauce. We're going to have vegetable crackers with the cheese sauce. We may use some different things with the cheese sauce. And we have the orange beverage, which we're going to add right now. Seeing as how we're waiting for the food to heat up, we'll go ahead and do that. I've noticed that these beverages have a tendency to not dissolve quite right away, so we'll show you that process right now. I think this is going to be interesting. Oh, that's another bit of that. All right. We'll let that sit right there for just a few moments while we go get our food. And through the magic of electronics, here's our meal tonight. We have our heated cheese spread. We have our vegetable cracker. We have our Mexican chicken stew, which I'm going to open up here in a moment. They only gave us the tear-offs at the top of this. So I'm going to have to cut this bag. I use scissors because I don't like to play with my food, as you've seen from my other videos. So we'll just go ahead and take care of that right now and get this meal out of here. I've never had this before, so this should be entertaining. I'm not going to completely eat the meal while I'm on the video because I'm not supposed to do that. I'm just trying to let you guys know what it's like to be eating MREs for 21 straight days. That's pretty good. It's got all kind of chicken in there. It's got a nice aroma to it. I can smell the Mexican portion, the spiciness. I don't know if this is going to need any of these ground red pepper. There's some big chunks of chicken in there. You can see that the bag has got some essence, some goodies in there. Sauce. I don't like to waste anything. Don't let nothing hit the garbage. This government food is made by a couple contractors out in the Midwest. Some of this stuff could be considered food off the shelf, but a lot of it's, well, it's all made in-house. It's just from recipes that they've conjured up by the Department of Defense. They have to follow specific rules and regulations concerning the quality of the material. Okay, the orange beverage, not really liking cold water to be stirred up in. It's kind of coagulated at the bottom of the glass here, so we're just going to let that sit for a little bit. And let's give us a taste here real quick just to let you guys know what it tastes like. There's a piece of chicken. There's corn. That's excellent. Nice soup, nice sauce. Now, if you had some bread or something, cornbread, I'm going to sop that up. That'd be excellent. Now, the applesauce mango. Again, this comes in these new fancy style pouches where you just squeeze it out the top. Either, and that's got a excellent, just like the stuff that you buy at home to feed your kids, folks. It's just in a government style pouch where it's long term for 2, 3 to 5 years, depending on how well you store them at foods. There are people out there who have got these in their homes. They've gotten a hold of surplus military meals ready to eat. And they've got them in their nice cold or cool environment. I've seen blogs where they've eaten them over 15 years old. I don't really want to keep things like that around that long, but you never know. You know, if you keep it in the right situation, it could last pert near forever. This orange beverage is going to take a while for that to come apart. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got, it ain't dissolving in cold water. So we'll let that just steep a little bit. As for the cheese spread, I did put it in the boiling water for about 35-40 seconds, and it's got a consistency of a nice spread. It'll coagulate in a few minutes. Now the crackers, again, these have been vacuum sealed. There's no oxygen absorber in these guys, so you just got to kind of get past that. The freshness is that the fact that they've been under vacuum. And of course, being a baked item, they may survive the harshness of being stored, or they might not. That's all based on known factors. The military's got that stuff down. They got their labs figuring all that out. But those are fully intact, except for that piece right there. Okay, I've taste tested that. That's excellent. I wouldn't add any salt or pepper to it. Applesauce is applesauce. Got a little mango flavor to it. All right, well, I'm going to sit back and enjoy this meal. Day 3, 21 days of eating only MREs. See you tomorrow, folks.